Well, it's finally starting to turn into fall, you guys, and well, I just wanted to make a little video to say hi. All right, so how you guys doing out there? Hope it's turning out to be a really good fall season for you. We're just having a good old time around here. It's pretty good so far. Just getting everything ready for the winter. I've been taking care of some of my indoor plants because just because they're inside doesn't mean they don't need to be prepped for winter. They do. In fact, you want to trim their leaves and, you know, clean them off if they're dusty or, transplant them if they need be and things like that. And just make them happy before it's time for them to basically go to sleep because that's what they do. I don't know how many of you guys are plant people like I am, but even your house plants a lot of times in the wintertime go dormant and they basically go to sleep. They look like they're doing the same thing, but they're not. And that's the time when people accidentally kill them too. They like overwater them because they think that they need the same amount of water as they do in the summer, which they don't. So, especially succulents, you really don't want to water them hardly at all in the wintertime. Unless they get so dry and parched and they look like they're wilting, you really don't want to water a succulent. So they're coming up on their time where after I get them all put to bed, I don't have to take care of them. So that's great. Um, our wood project that I mentioned in the last video, or actually surrounded the whole video in, has been going pretty good. We've got quite a bit of wood going on. I was going to go out and do wood today, but I don't really feel like it. Been doing a lot of wood lately, so don't want to do that. It is kind of chilly, not too bad today, and it's a little overcast, so wearing my hat. I'm really happy. I love this wool hat. Love all of my wool hats that I have. They're just fun to wear, in the fall and the winter and even the spring. Actually, this summer I lived in this hat too because we were in places that were pretty cold and I needed an extra hat. And yeah, so that's just basically it. We're doing like, a few hacks here and there. I don't know if I can like show you while I'm walking here, but I'm building a DIY food dehydrator kind of deal. And it's just basically some flat baskets that are held together with, see if I can get it down here better for you guys. Let's see. It's kind of awkward and hard to do. But there's like, this embroidery hoop kind of deal for quilting that people can get. And this one's probably about like 12 inches in diameter. And I just took the outside part and, I don't know, put like some wire in here so that it can hold up the little basket trays. And they kind of go like that. And then I'm going to attach them all together, probably on like some type of lanyard or string or something. And then I'll be able to hang them up, and I will be covering them with some mosquito net. So I'm going to try to like let you guys in on that and show you how it turns out, because this is something I've never done before. It's an idea I've had for a really long time because I've seen those, like, they call them, nowadays they call them weed dryers, but they were like herb dryers. And, and like fish dryers and things like that people in the Orient have had for a very long time. And they started making them around, the modern ones are round, and then they have like zipper covers over them and stuff. Some of you guys probably know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so I wanted to build my own version where I could take trays in and out and clean them if I need to, or just be able to take, like, say I'm drying peppermint or something, be able to take this tray out and be able to transfer my herbs to, a plastic baggie or a jar or whatever that I decide to put it in, easier than just trying to like put my hand in there and then grab all this stuff out. Plus, like I say, these come apart. They're cleanable, and I don't have to worry about, I don't know, having a bunch of yucky stuff in there the next time I want to dry something. And also, I'm going to make it so that I can hang this, probably, let's see, trying not to make you guys too seasick, but I want to hang this over the wood stove. So I'm going to put a hook in the ceiling so that I can hang it from an S hook over the wood stove in the wintertime. And then in the summer, I can put it under our awning outside, and it can just dry out there in the summer, in the shade and in the breeze. And I think that that would work pretty good. Now my bottom tray is different, because I actually got all this stuff at the thrift store, and also some stuff I already had. So I kind of am like piecing together stuff that's, I don't know, like, like it would be different if I actually got on Amazon or went to like some sort of store that I could go to, which you really can't, and just buy all this stuff, and for the purpose. But I'm piecing this together from like recycled stuff. Basically, I went to Restore and a few different thrift stores to get this stuff, and also, like I said, I had some of it laying around, like my mosquito netting I've had for a long time. But anyway, the bottom tray, as you can see, is one of those pizza grates. It's actually wonderful. I think it would work better than the little pieces of wire that I put together. However, I only have one of these that's the right size, because that's all I could find. I'm pretty sure like you can get these probably at a restaurant supply store or something like that, but I don't live in a big city. And if I did that, I would have to order it online. So I'm kind of not doing that. I'm trying to like do things like on my own. That's the whole point of this, because this thing, you could buy one of these already made with the zippers and all this fancy stuff for like 20 bucks, or less, depending on how many layers you want, or you could spend up to $100 for something like this. My thing was, I wanted to do it myself. I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on something that wasn't exactly what I wanted, number one. And number two, I'm trying to do this thing lately. Oh, well, I've done this my whole life, but I'm really doubling down on reusing and recycling stuff, making things out of, like repurposing, basically. And it's not just because, well, lately we've been having to do it out of necessity, like the whole gutter thing. I mean, dude, we had to go to the next town just to buy rain gutters. And if we hadn't had some of those scraps laying around that people had given us for free, I don't know if we could have afforded to build our woodshed. So there's that part of it. And also, like, really, guys, we're throwing away so much good stuff that we could be totally using. And so that's what my whole deal is lately. So you guys are probably going to see a lot of this on our channel if I can like make myself like think to film this. I was working on these yesterday, and I wanted to be filming it while I was doing it, but man, it was just really hard. I think I'm gonna have to get like one of those neck holder things for my camera or something. I don't know, because like there's some really cool stuff I want to show you guys, and it's really hard for me to be able to do it. Because this I think is important. I mean, I know how to do a lot of stuff, and that's really just weird and cool. And I don't know, it's not going to make money, but it's going to help out, with our situation. So it might be able to help somebody else out too. And so, I don't know if you guys are aware too, but like we recently found out that like all of the plastic bottles and stuff that we were religiously trying to recycle since the 70s and 80s have just basically been thrown in the garbage, like most of them. It's just been this big giant scam, and California is one of the places that has always pushed stuff like that. And they actually, like, I think we're one of the first states to actually say, hey, if you turn in your certain types of plastic bottles and stuff like that, you're going to get like a redemption value. I think Oregon was one of the states that did that too, back in the day. But I think California was like the first or one of the first that did that. Like even after because when I was really little, you still could like turn in Coke bottles and like make enough money to buy like a candy bar. And so like after everything started going to like plastic and stuff like that, they still had to like give people an incentive to not just throw the stuff on the ground or in the garbage. And so, we started like having this big campaign to recycle. Well, nobody was doing that. So some of the stuff basically has like a CRV value on it, which is basically like California will give you like 10 cents or a nickel if you bring this container back. Well, everybody's been doing that now, and everybody's been trying to be good and environmentally friendly and all this stuff. And come to find out, the people that were in charge of taking that stuff and repurposing it or recycling it or whatever. We're just selling it to brokers who basically sold it back to people in third world countries, or just dumped it on third world countries. And these people now are like swimming in garbage, and they're swimming in plastic. And I'm sure all you guys know all this story, but like the thing is, like, there's some things that Ron and I have to have in our diet that's like really necessary, like just stuff that unfortunately right now comes in like, you know, single use containers. And I'm like not a person to tell people what to do or whatever, but really I kind of hope that we do start banning those things, because they're kind of bad. Like, they're really bad. So and until they start banning them, I think that I'm not going to recycle anymore. I'm just going to try to repurpose. So that's the whole point of this whole entire story, is that I've always done that, but I'm going to kind of double down on it now. And also because there's things that we need around the house that otherwise, if I don't make them, we're not going to get them, because they're just expensive. So what I do is I do research online and look at things that could help us out. And then I try to figure out how we could make or build one ourselves. And I think that that's probably a good practice for everybody. I think that everybody should do that. So yeah, that's just what this whole video is about. And as soon as I get this thing finished and up and going and everything, I will show it to you guys. What I'll try to do is I'll make a couple videos, like I'll show you what it looks like assembled, and show you the things that I used to assemble it, because I think I might use like hemp string or yarn or just whatever I have laying around the house, some type of like, you know, heavy twine or string to put it together, and show you like how it turned out and everything. And then what I will do is I will try to dry some stuff in there, and then tell you about how that went, because I want to make jerky. I think I can make jerky in it, especially if I put it over the wood stove, because it'll just get enough heat and air going up to it. There's also, like, you know, I have certain herbs that we still use, because even though I'm a carnivore, I do understand that plants are medicine and plants are helpful in certain situations. And so we have herbal teas and things that we take. And I'm going to be doing some more videos on that kind of stuff. Also, my non-carnivore people, I like to make things for them, because I figure it's better than the store if it's homemade. And so if they're going to be eating it or using it, then I would like, I feel really good about, like, you know, at least every once in a while, you know, giving them something that's homemade and not, you know, from the store and full of just, you know, preservatives and garbage. So there, hopefully I'm going to be putting a lot of that on the channel too. And I want to talk to you guys too about, you know, carnivore stuff. Let me know if you have any questions, but like, I'm going to just lay a bunch of stuff out. And I'm also telling you this as like a preface, so that to give you kind of a warning. So like, if you are somebody that doesn't want to listen to that kind of stuff, you don't have to. And so when that starts to come up, I'm going to be like letting you guys all know, hey, I'm going to be talking about some stuff. I'm going to be talking about probably things that are gross, some stuff that's like not too pretty, some stuff that's great, and just information that I don't think a lot of the gurus or the people out there are talking about. And I keep telling you guys this in the videos to remind you that I'm going to be doing it. But to be honest, I'm trying to get up the the courage to talk about some of this stuff, because it's controversial and it's just weird. And anytime you talk about food, people are going to get all pissed off. Somebody's going to get triggered. It doesn't matter who, you know, how you talk about food. If you're talking about plant-based, you're going to make all the carnivores mad. If you're talking about standard American diet being good, then you're going to make everybody else mad. Or if you're talking about carnivore, you're going to make all the vegans get mad. And really, that's not what my channel's about. But at the same time, I feel that it's my duty to like speak out about some of these things, because while all this stuff is trending now, and I've been there, done that. I've done pretty much all of it, and I've made all the mistakes. And I don't know, maybe if I could prevent somebody from, like, you know, doing some of the stuff to themselves that I did, or you know, understand what's happening in the first place, so that they don't have as horrible of a time of it as I did, then I'm, you know, if I could help one person, then I've done my job. So anyway, yeah, so that's what's going to be happening. But I just wanted to like say hi and like show this thing that I've been having fun with to you guys. It's actually pretty cool. I'm really excited about it, and hopefully within the next few days I can get it finished up. So yeah, let me know in the comments if there's anything else you guys want to talk about, because Ron and I do a lot of like alternative lifestyle stuff. We're possibly going to be going on another trip this winter so that we could just get out of the snow for a while. And also we love Death Valley, and I heard the other day that it's open again, even though there's some spots you can't go to, and there's water in there, and it's because it was flooded. So I'm like really excited. Hopefully we will get to see that, and I will take you guys with us on that trip too, even though none of you guys seem to want to watch those videos. You'll watch some of my other stuff, but for some reason you don't like my travel stuff. Even when I cut it down to like snippets, it doesn't seem to be too popular. But for the people that like it, it's there. And so, you know, like my mom and other folks. So yeah, hopefully that'll be a good thing. And yeah, I just wanted to say hi to you guys, and hopefully you guys are all having a great day and doing good. And yeah, just keep up doing your DIY stuff and your recycling stuff. I mean, yeah, like this bowl is really old, and it's got a crack in it, and it probably would have went in the dumpster, but a friend of ours gave it to us, and so I'm probably just gonna plant a plant in it, and I think it's beautiful. It's like an antique old like melamine bowl, you know, but I certainly wouldn't use it to eat with anymore. But I think that, you know, stuff like this, I mean, if you put this in the landfill, even though it's melamine, which is kind of like this weird plastic that they still kind of make out of like wood pulp or bamboo or different things. I mean, yes, they had bamboo plastic way before I was born. Okay. And that's old. This bowl is probably like 50 or 60 years old, maybe older than that. But yeah, I mean, this still would not break down in the landfill. It's like somebody will dig this up 1,000 years from now and go, what the heck were these guys thinking? So I'm just going to reuse it for a while, you know, and maybe put a pretty plant in it. So yeah, we're just gonna be talking about that kind of stuff, hopefully. And I'm gonna try to be picking up the camera more, and that's what this video kind of is all about. Is Sarah, before you get too busy with all your stuff, pick up your freaking camera and say hi to people. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just picking up my camera and I'm saying hi. So now I gotta get to work. This video is already almost 20 minutes long. Hopefully you guys aren't too bored. But anyway, maybe you got something out of it, maybe you didn't. But anyway, hopefully you did. And if you did, or even if you didn't, if you hate my guts, let me know. Any comment's a good comment as far as I'm concerned. There's no such thing as bad publicity. So if you don't like my videos, please tell me, and also critique them and tell me why. I would really appreciate that. All right, you guys, I will see you on the next one. And thank you very, very much for watching and taking the time. And remember, like and subscribe and do all that YouTube good stuff. And we'll see you on the next one. All right, have a good day. Bye. Okay, there's my monster aloe vera plants. 2 different kinds there. I have 3 different kinds of aloe vera in this house, actually. And then there's my ponytail palm. And some more of my more exotic kind of looking things. Peanut cactus that's not really a peanut anymore. It's kind of a octopus now. Things. Ron and I call this one right here the butt tree because it kind of looks like it has a butt. But I love it. It's like a biobab tree or something like that. Mother-in-law's tongues. I have 3 different kinds. 2 different kinds of that pot right there. And that kind right there. I love these. I love all my plants.